Hey guys, welcome back to Organize, Study, Excel. So we've been talking a lot about some ways to be more productive in school and in life, and I've given you guys some ideas about what things you might try to do. We've talked about a bunch of tips already, but we didn't really talk about why we should do these kind of things. So I want to give you some advice today on why you should try to develop better organizational and study tips. So the first reason is your unlimited potential, right? Debbie Millman once said, if you imagine less, then less will be what you undoubtedly deserve. So what does that mean? It means if you don't have high expectations in life, that you're going to probably not get very much, right? If you don't shoot for the stars, you're not going to really achieve a whole lot. There has never been a time in the world where someone's initiative, sometimes you hear people say hustle, people's initiative pays off more now in this modern world than it ever has before, right? Never before have people had so much of a say in what happens. So in order to achieve your full potential, you need to have good organizational and study tips, right? The second point is that everyone can improve, right? If you're a great student and you want to be the absolute best and you want to get into the best schools, well, then you can go even farther if you fine tune some of those things that you need that you already have. If you're a poor student, you have nowhere to go but up, right? So you actually have the greatest potential to improve from improving your organizational and study skills, right? You have nowhere to go but up. So you're going to see that these small things are going to have giant impact, right? These habits, the third point is that these habits are tools, right? So when you develop these habits, they're tools that you can use now and later, right? So it's April and it's snowing outside, right? So imagine that I come home and I have 6 or 8 inches of snow in my driveway, right? It makes a big difference between whether I have a shovel to get the work done or if I have a snowblower, right? Once you refine and get your study habits and organizational habits going and you become a well-tuned machine, you've got a snowblower, right? And who wouldn't rather go out and use a snowblower to clear the driveway than a shovel? So habits are tools that you can use, right? The fourth tip and the fourth reason why you should improve your study and organizational skills is because, especially as you get older, teachers teach subjects, right? Teachers teach subjects. They don't necessarily teach you the most effective ways to learn those subjects. So I'm an English teacher, right? And I love books. I love to teach books, right? I love to talk about books, but I don't necessarily spend all of my time in class teaching kids how to read and how to absorb the most. And when you get into the higher grades, those are skills and habits you have to develop on your own. If you haven't already developed those skills, you're going to need to try to develop those because the older you get, there will be less and less time where the teacher will actually be teaching you how to learn. They're just going to give you the materials, right? And this all sets us up for the last couple things, which are the next reason is because we're lifelong learners, right? Once you're equipped with the right study skills and the way to do it, you'll find that you don't have to force yourself to do this work, right? You're a lifetime learner. No matter what it is that you do, you'll get more done in less time and you'll see that your performance improves. And that includes your career, right? So when you get that job, which could be anything, it's unlimited potential. When you get that job, there's going to be a time where you have to read and absorb information rapidly. And you're going to have to be able to speak intelligently, and you're going to have to be able to write clearly and effectively. So you need the study skills and the organizational habits to do that in the least amount of time possible and do it well, right? And I hope the last reason for developing these tips is that you'll learn that, like any kind of hard work, when you see it start to pay off, you realize how worthwhile it was, right? So I think that if you develop these tips and tricks into habits that you use every day, you'll see a satisfaction in learning that no matter when you see you work hard, you're going to do better, whether it's in school or in life. So those are some reasons why I hope you take these tips seriously and continue to organize, study, and excel.